rounds 9 and 10. We are ready to get going. The lights are about to come on to the gantry then, as Chris Pawley gets set to lead off Will Foulkes and Stu McFadden. 5 lights on the bridge. We get ready to go racing for the first time tonight. And it's a good start for Pawley. Poor start from McFadden. Martin gets a poor start as well there. But Matty Chambers, I think, got the worst there. They all head down to Duff's Dip for the first time of asking. And it looks all fairly settled so far. But again, we've only got 200 metres into the race. It's way too early to call just yet. We've got one car going down the escape road at Duff's Dip there. That looks like Paul Hayhoe dropping all the way down the order there, and it begins already. An absolute melee coming out of McIntyre's, and that is exactly what we thought was going to happen. Well, you said let's slip the dogs of war, Alex, and it's already happened as Cloughy has gone down from 5th place at the exit of Clark Corner, and more melees. So, Alex, 5 minutes in, we're a third of the way into this race, and you would never have told me that this was, any less than or outside of the top 10 for these fights that are going on, because everything's going on as McFadden has just got past Chris Pawley for 2nd place.
Yeah, that was a nice move going through into Taylor's, and straight away Pawley's on the counter-offensive. But look who's in the background. Ryan Martin has got the ringside seat. He is just strategically keeping that car as Pawley looks to the outside heading into Duff's Dip. McFadden takes the racing line, gets a good carry of momentum. A little bit wide from Pawley coming out of Duff's Dip and in towards McIntyre's. But nevertheless, the good thing is that he's got a fellow Royal Air Force buddy behind him, but Martin, I know for a fact, will want to get past Pawley and try and get one up on McFadden if he gets the opportunity when it presents itself.
Yeah, here's the thing though, Alex, his tyres, that we've seen it time and time again through these races towards the final 5 minutes, the tyres get greasy, they get hot, they get cooked, and the cars start slipping and sliding around. 9th position here, 6th, 7th and 8th position. Tom Stevens gets sent down a position. We're on board with Ryan Martin, and that's a mistake from Pawley, who tries to bring it back in, but that is going to be P3 for Ryan Martin. He's unleashed to catch up onto the back end of Stu, and this is going to be a very, very tasty battle now then. So it's 2nd Stu McFadden, 3rd place for Ryan Martin, but 3 seconds of a gap away into the distance is Will Foulkes right now. And that was a little bit of contact there from Tom Stevens. I think that was Jez Banks on the back of him, and that was Chris Boland almost getting taken out on that one as well. That's Tom Stevens, Jez Banks and Ollie Wayne in that fight there.
Yeah, Banks made a bit of a mistake. Stevens managed to get through, and Banks was thinking, right, I've got to get this position back. I want that position back. But Ollie Wayne is just waiting there. He's just biding his time. Because we're past the halfway on the timer counting down, as we run on board with Ryan Martin, who is very, very slowly but surely closing on Stuart McFadden. They were literally 1/100th of a second apart on the previous lap, as McFadden's having to go a bit brave and brazen. 2 wheels on the grass from the number 53. As that's David Jameson who gets right in the way of Ryan Martin and quickly decides, I don't want any of this. But then Martin through on the inside of Taylor's as McFadden drops the ball slightly. And Martin's now going to get the run into... Is he going to get the run and get the inside line for Duff's Dip? I think he might try and chance it. No, he slots it back in behind McFadden, but Martin just did the perfect undercut on Stuart McFadden to try and get 2nd through Taylor.
Down through into McIntyre's for the final time here. Stu McFadden 3.3 seconds behind, and again you're seeing just how quickly traffic...
No, McFadden's lost 2nd. He made a mistake and Ryan Martin's got him through.
In fact, the pair of them have gone off, because look at that. That gap is going out and out and out. 5.2 seconds now, 5.3. So if the two of them come into contact with each other, Stu McFadden rejoins the track there. Well, I'm not sure what happened, but the two of them, they're trapped behind a lapped car. That's why they can't get past. So Stu McFadden down into that 3rd place after going wide at McIntyre's.
Yeah, it was a case of that happening. But it looks like, white flag is in the air, David.
So he's just managed to squeeze one more lap in just by 2 seconds. So it's not the final lap just yet. Will Foulkes, though, coming along Railway Bend for the final time into the final corner. It's been a faultless display from him. absolutely exemplary. Weaves from one way to the other. He's going to have that in the bag. It's a race win for Will Foulkes, but I think Stu McFadden is just going to have this in the bag there. Ryan Martin doesn't have the answer for him out on that final lap there. Second place then for Stu McFadden, third place for Ryan Martin, and Alex, that is going to have huge championship implications. Race results then. Will Foulkes takes the win by 6.2 seconds over Stu McFadden. Ryan Martin in third position. Chris Pawley in fourth, with Chris Boland in fifth position. 15th, Jez Banks is in 16th. And we go green for the second race of the evening. Ollie Wayne then. And it's a cracking start for Stu McFadden. Gets the jump on Will Foulkes and Ryan Martin. Chris Boland, though, has got the lead of the race. Ollie Wayne down into third position. Everyone gets off and underway and is down into Duffin Step for the first time of asking Stu McFadden side by side. Will Foulkes gets the better of it, gets himself up at the fourth position and has a look around the inside there of Chris Pawley. He's going to be the next on the hit list as Chris Boland, rightfully so, off into the sunshine and thinks better of it. Stu Etic and Michael Cluffy has had a coming together. That's going to be on the entrance to the chicane there. Alex, wild start to this first couple of corners. We come through Clark's. I don't think it's going to calm down for another couple of laps here.
Definitely not, David. I mean, that was textbook from Ollie Wayne. He got the start he needed. And now there's going to be a change. There's going to be several changes, I think, as McFadden is ahead of Foulkes going out of Taylor's. Chris Boland leads the way. Ollie Wayne has got past Chris Pawley. They are side by side heading into Duffer's Dip. I think Wayne could have the inside line. He's pushing the limits of adhesion and also the envelope of which to get through. I think he has got through. No, he hasn't. Pawley's still through into second position. McFadden has dropped down to fourth. Foulkes is looking to get past. There's two wheels in the air. McFadden spins around.
Yeah, he got a little bit of help there from Will Foulkes. Completely unintentional from Will Foulkes. What happened there was Stu had clipped, went over. You saw the car going on two wheels there, and that's Matty Chambers having a moment as well, trying to recover that car there. Does do so, but he does so to go straight off at the exit Clark corner there. And just what was the way to say, it was down at McIntyre's. He clipped the curb, went on the two wheels, launched the car into the path of Will Foulkes there. Foulkes had nothing, absolutely nothing he could do in that moment, and was an innocent bystander, in my opinion, in that that little contact there. So Stu McFadden, well, he'll get going again, but I mean, you hate to see it. This is Matty Chambers coming out of Clark Corner, and thankfully avoiding the corner. And
Ryan Abbott's did as well.
They're still side by side. Foulkes trying to take the lead of this race. It's a proper drag race here. But have a look at Ryan Martin. He's now 7/10 just behind him. He's the fastest man last lap round there. And Foulkes goes on the inside there. But Pawley keeps the foot in. It's going to be side by side down at the McIntyres as well. But Foulkes has the outside line there. But look at Martin. So Pawley holds on to the lead. Foulkes still in that second place there. And here comes Ryan Martin.
Martin on pure pace again, another sub 56 second lap time, 55.83. That just goes to show how quickly you can navigate your way through traffic. I mean, Foulkes has done a great job. I mean, if he was down in P12, I wouldn't have been at all surprised if he was up at this, at this sharper end of the grid at this particular moment.
And you've got a group of three cars who are just acting like gladiators with pugil sticks here as we go picture in picture. There is Craig Dunn onto the back of Tom Stevens. And again, I'm going to look up the inside. You can see that picture in picture there as Will Foulkes takes the inside line, but Chris Pawley has the outside. Again, it's going to be a drag race here. Pawley's going to have to run out of that corner there. But how is this going to go down there? Because Pawley has the better speed here. Does he have enough, though, to get into Duffus Dip? That's the question. Or does Foulkes outbrake him into that corner there? He does. And Pawley has to go down into second place there, Alex.
That was so tight, but well orchestrated by Will Foulkes. Just lined it up, kept it pinned, went, right, I'm going to send it. And he had full confidence and full belief in getting that move done, and he's now opened up a gap of about 6/10.
Yeah, this is now danger time for Ryan Martin. He needs to get past that car in front if he's going to have any hope of actually getting into this lead battle right now. I think this is going to happen here. Yep, out at Clark Corner then. They're going to go side by side. It's going to be Ryan Martin out onto the brakes then. Out breaks Chris Pawley, and that is going to be up into P2 with the halfway point in this race being reached. Stu McFadden up into P15. I might have to revise that estimation down quite significantly, but he is only 6 seconds off of getting into that top 10. Where the tyres are starting to have a little bit of stress on them. They're having a little bit of a temper tantrum. They're overheating. Oh my goodness me! Big contact. That is going to be huge unless he gets that car stopped. I think he might just get it done, but it's going to roll back into the apex. Completely unnecessary contact there. There was plenty of space for both of those cars there, and I've got a feeling that Paul Hayhoe might be waiting for that that car there, and there he is.
Stay away, stay away.
Let's have a look then. Stu McFadden up onto the inside, and oh well. Okay, so I might have to revise that top 5 prediction now then after that. That was a mistake of Stu's own making there, but he has had another position at the expense of Ollie Wayne there.
8th to 11th, so is John Finch, has gone up 7 positions to 12th. We're going to go to a replay here, and this is Chris Slater. We're just going to see what happens here. He loses the back end. Oh, that's why he lost that. That's why he lost out. But Will Foulkes, again, it's double delight for the number 131 from the Royal Air Force. He picks up the double here at Knockhill.
Beautiful, beautiful win across the line then for Will Foulkes. Ryan Martin in P2. It's going to be Chris Pawley close behind in P3. Chris Boland in 4th position. Craig Dunn in 5th. Now, that is a remarkable result for Craig. The 2022 season champion has just had a torrid start to the season, and I believe that might be one of his best results.
What do I need to say about one driver that has dominated proceedings? Will Foulkes winning by 3.7 seconds ahead of Ryan Martin. Top 4 lockout for the Royal Air Force as such, with Chris Pawley and Chris Boland rounding out the top 4. Craig Durant for the British Army in 5th place, a solid performance, and 2 Army drivers in the top 10, with Chris Donnell rounding out the top 10. Tom Stevens being the sole driver from the Royal Navy in the top 10 in 6th, ahead of James King, Darren Berris and Jez Banks. I mean, the Air Force have got that monopoly on that title for the team's standings.